Okay, I do not have a presentation, so I just will read the questions and answer them. How many commercial chains? The first one is how many commercial chains are monitored and therefore included in this database. The first step is to load the data. So, like I just need one cadena comercial column to respond to the question. I just charge this one to memory and chart or load, sorry. Then I just find the length of the number of unique cadena comercial values, and there are 706 unique cadena comercial included in this data set. The second question is what are the top 10 monitor products by state. My training of that was that I just needed state and product columns to answer this question. To do that, I group by state and product, then find the size and reset the index to get the indexes as columns, then rename all columns with state, product, and size, then sort the size values in a descending way to get the most popular products at the top, and find the first 10 rows of each group, in this case the state group, and then sort the values, and this is the result. To mention that there's one state and product, there are 20 rows with state and product that does not have a correct format. The third question is which is the commercial chain with the highest number of monitor products. As each product is one row, I just use cadena comercial and find the size with cadena comercial, reset the index, rename the columns, and get sort values in descending way to get the most popular at the top, and then find the first row that is Walmart with more than 8 million products. And the fourth question is use the data to find an interesting fact. I just wanted to analyze the null values in price. I get all values that comprise the numeric values. So there are more than 1 million rows of the numeric prices and more than 61 million rows with good price format. Good price format if that can be converted to null, to int or to float. The fifth question was whether the lesson learned for these exercises is that this is my first time handling with a CSV file with more than 20 gigabytes. I have a 128 gigabytes SSD and 12 gigabytes of RAM, so it was challenging even to download the file to local. I used to work with services to handle these kinds of files. And the second one was due to the RAM limitations. I did not chart in memory the whole data, just the columns I needed for each question, and redefining variables with the same name. And the last question is, can you identify other ways to approach these problems? Yes, I can. Given the complexity, the little complexity of the questions, I would rather use a Linux terminal with several tools like Curl, CSV Kit, or CSV SQL, or SQL to CSV, and scripting if you wanted to reproduce the code to process the data set in lesser time. I think that those tools are more efficient than pandas for small tasks like the one.